Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Humankind. We are playing as the French, looking pretty good for ourselves right now, really starting to invest heavily in our science, going for some sort of a technological advantage if we can find it. But we're looking pretty solid here right now. Honestly, expanding in the new world, we've got lots of science coming in, we're up to 3,400 per turn. Not bad. Now, I would like to go to war in this era if we can, preferably against the Zulu or the Mexicans, just so I can knock them down because they're the only two who are ahead of me in terms of fame. The Mexicans obviously the most dangerous right now. But I really like to get a technological advantage to do that, so we may not be able to do that right now, but at some point soon we can. Let's see, we're about to get access to the academy, which means our research quarters will get a lot better if we can get a second source of saltpeter, which we should have as of now. Before we attach this city to Mbanza Congo, though, let's spend some influence to just get these things built up instantly. Because otherwise I would have to use my industry, and that's kind of a precious commodity right now. Do I really feel the need to place down like a harbor or anything? I mean, probably not. What advantage do I gain from placing a harbor down here right now? I don't think we get one. Yeah, I think we ignore that for the moment. So let's go over here and attach it. Doink! Alright, so the city now gets a little bit better. We should go ahead and get a little bit of extra food and industry over here in Mbanza Congo. As far as additional districts, what do we want? Well, some extra food would be nice, some extra industry would be nice. Let's start by getting a little extra industry down here. We also want to get some extra food and industry off of the rivers. And it wouldn't be bad to place down a farm over here, which will get additional benefits from the rivers as well. Okay, that will have to do. Beyond that, let's see. Actually would benefit from the stoneworks with this many rocky hills and mountains nearby, but that's just going to have to be good enough for the moment. All right. Not bad. So this city's just sort of okay. The real kicker is going to be bringing these guys over here and settling in this area, because there's a pretty decent settling city spot right over here close to Toledo. As long as we don't get attacked, we should be all right. You need to do something similar. Let's get some artisans' quarters on the silk, and let's get this coal up and running. So that gets me some additional luxuries and strategic goods. I'll happily attach this to a city once it is founded. Toledo, in the meantime, by the way, looking pretty darn good over here. In a turn or so, we will be able to start the assimilation, but I need 16,000 influence, which would imply I should not be spending any for a good long while. For a few turns, don't spend any influence. Ugh. I don't like being hamstrung like that. Separation of powers. Ah, goody. This is the thing where we can choose either secularism, which basically makes us immune to other people enforcing their religion on us, but we can't build any more holy sites. Or, we are going to go for state atheism, which would mean that we convert to atheism as a religion and then basically become evangelicals about it and start spreading it, which is kind of oxymoronic, I think, when it comes to atheism. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't see any reason to focus on this, to be honest. It's just kind of meh. Doesn't really get me anything, I don't think, so we're going to ignore them. We're just going to ignore them. Bunch of morons. What do we want over here? Well, how about some additional industry in a couple of these different sectors, plus some additional food, because districts are still good as long as you have the stability to support it, which we do. And then after that, any more infrastructure? Sure. How about we get some additional science? Those could be good. Let's see. Per researcher... per pops. We got 17 pops over here, but this would result in more, so we'll do that first. Sure, let's just go for that for the moment. We can, by the way, train up cuirassiers, or whatever you say that, I'm sorry, French. But it would take 15 turns in this city. Some of our units are taking a truly ludicrous amount of industry in order to produce now, which is interesting. We can finally heal up this cog. Hopefully, once we place down the city, we can upgrade it to a 3-masted ship and finish circumnavigating the globe. I'm desperately looking for any opportunities. Hey, an Aerostar. Any opportunities to get some fame. Because, you know, we're kind of rapidly reaching the point of the game where I kind of need to start outpacing my enemies here, don't I? The pollution's starting to get pretty bad. I don't know what numbers trigger what levels of pollution. Right now it's still negligible, but it's not going to stay that way forever, now is it? Hi, settler. How are you? We want to go settle a city right over here. Da-doink! All right. So this apparently will take a couple of turns. And then... oh, no, wait. No, I wanted to settle a city. There we go. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Not an outpost. City. Paris hath been founded. Nice. Attach this. Doink. Okay, and we should start with a lot of free infrastructure, and I mean a lot of it. But we're going to still need some districts and stuff. Let's also make sure we get plenty of industry. We're going to be setting you primarily to expert, but then let's go ahead and just send all 3 of you over to industry, at least for the time being. Actually, how about economic exports or whatever? I don't know. Fine, growth is fine, but focus mostly on industry. So we need some districts. 22 food over here, sure. Grow faster. 15 over there. I mean, it's okay. What about 21? 21. Some of these districts will build up pretty fast, it looks like. Also, we have enough infrastructure that we're already taking advantage of all of the rivers, so that's not bad. It wouldn't be a bad idea to build some train stations so we can move around really rapidly on this continent, now would it? That wouldn't be a bad idea at all. That's a thing we could consider. Either way, I think Paris is going to become a very powerful city for us. Toledo I still want to take, and then we could go ahead and set up an outpost down over here. Now, here's the thing about taking Toledo. Take Toledo, one of the reasons it's so expensive, look how many units they have. A monumental number of units. Way too many units, in fact. But what we could do with this army is then go and conquer this city down here, and if we can just get a few kills, even if it's against an independent state instead of another player, we could get some pretty good military stars, also conquer this, and then maybe go kick the Mexicans out of this continent and say, no! This is my land! Oh, the Mughals are here too. Kill them all! You get the point. Lots of death. Lots of violence. These are the things that the French want now, yes? With the help of the Visigoths, just maybe we shall pull it off. The distant metropolis. Founding cities across your continent is a challenging endeavor, but still much simpler than founding them on foreign shores. Yeah, applies status subservient on captured cities, which gets extra industry and money whenever we capture a city. Okay. Or harmonious, they gain stability. So, if they have stability, then doesn't that mean that they start being able to build districts and stuff right away? That said, the AI is so bad about building out infrastructure, it's not like we're really hurting for that either way. Right now, I'm still saving up the influence. I'm not going to worry about that right now. The Mongols apparently don't like me as much anymore. Well, I don't care. 2,000 more science. Thank you. Gosh, I don't know if that's an indicator as to how much further ahead my opponents are, the Zulu are, in terms of science, but I'd like to think they're not that much further ahead. By the way, didn't we get access to the Academy? Maybe we have to get the Cabinet of Curiosities first or something. It should pop up once we finish a couple more of these science buildings. Maybe that's the university. Oh, yeah, that's it. Get the university built up first, then we can get the Academy, and all the adjacent research stations become a heck of a lot better. All right, how are you looking? You've got pretty decent food. You could use a little bit more. You need some more food still. Okay, we'll let you grow one more turn. We need to sustain a larger population. 22 food there is pretty good. 14 industry is not that great. 17 science. How's your stability? Fine. Okay, maybe we could start getting things like some influence. I don't know about money from trade, but maybe just some science or something would work. Sure. Let's go ahead and start doing some of that. I don't know, we're still science focused at the end of the day. So, I can't upgrade you? You're not a ship I can upgrade to a 3-masted ship? That's very disappointing. That's extremely disappointing. Well, we're gonna have to send this guy and try to circumnavigate the globe then. We'll do so very carefully, but at least he's gonna do so at full health. That's better than he was. How you doing there, Paris? You're growing. You're getting somewhere. Resource sold. The Mongols have bought some copper. That's probably fine. A couple more turns and we will be able to snag Toledo. These guys we could actually upgrade and just go attack these guys over at Cahokia. They only have 2 pops. They're so easy to kill. We may just be able to do it with this army. All we have to do is just kill these guys. The Walking Wounded. Or The Walking Dead? I don't know. The wars have been part and parcel of this empire's history. Oh, I know it. Celebrating on cities gets stability that I don't need. Ignore, go for individualism, or rehabilitate, gain 15 science. I mean, that's the obvious choice. It doesn't say there's any potential negative events, so I mean, yeah, that's probably the way to go. Let's go ahead and start moving this army up this direction. I think we'll end up sending Toledo's army to go kill Cahokia. In the meantime, let's see if we can grab some additional outposts, explore more of these regions, prevent the Mexicans and the Mughals from grabbing anything else in the New World. This is my territory, by gosh. By cracky. The French have laid claim. I have a divine right. Nationhood researched. We have conscripts now, as well as the customs agency, which we'll be able to get for extra money from all trade routes. Conscription Center for veterancy level on all militia units. Okay. And then the Nature Preserve for influence. Which would be good if I wanted to start farming out a lot more influence. Tempting. Okay, somebody already has the combustion engine for the torpedo boat. That's a hilarious looking boat. Wow, someone's got combustion, huh? It's probably Mexicans. Probably. What are we working toward right now? Electricity. Right. We wanted to go for things like the coal plants. The coal generators mean we just make all of our quarters better. Yeah, this is something we were working toward. Once electricity is done, so someone's on combustion engine, but they're probably not that far ahead of me. Urban planning. Urban administrator. So we do need city cap. That is a thing that we're going to be needing very soon. Mercantilism would get me some. So once we're done with that, let's go back to mercantilism. We can get that quickly. The reason that matters is because in a couple of turns, I'll be able to get Toledo, and I don't want to go over my city cap if I don't have to. All right, in Paris, probably time to get some science districts. Or you know what? We really gain more benefit from that once we have a lot more population. Let's go ahead and just work up some extra farms. Do a couple off in this direction or something. Sure, why not? Any serious amount of money we can gain? No, not really. For influence and stuff, tempting, but probably not. As far as nature preserves, surprisingly would get... Oh, interesting. Okay. So the nature preserve, unlike some of these quarters, which only exploit everything around it in a radius, the nature preserves exploit, like, kind of whatever they're directly placed onto. So even though we don't have a quarter nearby, we could take advantage of the industry, some science, and we could get some extra influence. I'll build one for the heck of it, but I don't really think it's a high priority. Statue of Liberty is something we're going to be wanting to build. People probably are already working on that now, right? I'm guessing Thebes is. Yeah, Thebes is already working on that, and so is Memphis. So they're working together to get me this big wonder. All right, that'll be good. You can now start working your way down over here. Try to get into some shallower waters again. Who are you? I think you look like the Mughals. All right, so we found one of them. We could just do some border skirmishes and kill units. I mean, I'm just looking for ways to farm out some era score, all right? I could upgrade all these guys. It's just why pay the extra upkeep? Why pay it? All right, I forgot about Gunung Mulu over here. That's nice. Right, in Bonza Congo, you got some fun stuff over here, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Ioclos continues to grow. See how much better it is under my rulership, Mycenaeans? Fools! Can't build a city to save your life, can you? I don't think so. Get onto the river. What do we find over here? Hello, tea! Also, we find some more Mongols wandering around. Hi! I want tea. It's worth food as well as a whole new luxury. Found one of their cities. Hi there. How are you? You have a train station already built. Interesting. So that would mean that they can quickly move units over here if they want to. Okay. I'm debating running down over here. Well, let's see. Hang on. The borders look like they stop here. So this should be an outpost that we can snag. If I get down over here, maybe we can siege a place and give it off to Mambanza Congo. I don't even need to take Cahokia at this point, to be honest. Like, as a city with only 2 pops and not much going for it, it doesn't exist to accomplish much, except just be a thorn in my side for other players to take. That's its entire purpose. Memphis is getting population capped at this point. I think we are no longer working on the Statue of Liberty? No. If we wanted to get some more food to keep increasing our pops, we could do that. Thebes wants some help. Thebes could be building a lot of other stuff, and we're making them do everything on their own as far as building out wonders. The good thing is they're literally the best city for it. Now, the one thing I like about Cahokia is they have one unknown strategic resource. I'm willing to guess...
A pleasure to see you again.
They forgave a grievance that I attacked them. I'm guessing it's uranium. It's probably going to be uranium. That just makes the most sense. So as far as an outpost, I wish I could see the numbers better. 12 and 19 is probably better. Is that a plane? Who the frick has a plane? All right, I don't like what I just saw. All of a sudden, my hopes that I was catching up scientifically have been dashed. They've been dashed so hard. All right. Urkes, you are looking pretty good for the most part, but you're still very behind in industry. So let's fix that. No city of mine is allowed to have very little industry. Although I think a moneymaker here could be okay. What about food? 19? Population's at 17. You're already pretty decent. We could get some high furnaces going, but that's a pretty small impact. And food on a river and stuff, yeah, but we don't even have... We have like a very tiny river here. We're going to be exploiting all of that. This isn't going to do me any good. I don't know what to do with this city until we start conquering nearby stuff and basically just feed it some territories. I mean, we could absorb the cities, but like, So you're telling me that I'm no longer allowed to go through here because the Mexicans messed me up and now I can't do anything. Okay. I can't circumnavigate the globe over there, apparently. Hey, Parsa! Do me a favor. We need a harbor. Dang it. Build a harbor. Where? I don't know. How about right here? There's 12 food here. Take that. Build this up, please. And then you can build me a quick ship. I don't care what it is. A man of war would be probably fine. And all we need to do, I think, is just kind of get this together. And haven't we technically circumnavigated the globe at that point? All right, mercantilism's done. Good. New science. So with that taken care of... Let me think for a second. So we don't need siege cannons. I'm not going to worry about naval artillery, as nice as the unit slot is. Chivalry is not important. Guilds is not important. We're going to ignore all of that. At least for now, unless I want to rush down some additional techs. Microbiology. Stability per pop, no. Guerrilla warfare, get partisans. Underground resistance. Modify all pre-industrial units to be cheaper? Maybe. Urban planning would be pretty good, though. More city cap or the combustion engine. Start taking advantage of the oil. Or cheaper hamlets. More influence, but I don't have any commons quarters. What about the trench warfare? Siege artillery. We would need oil to make that work, and I don't have a source of oil. There's the aeronautics. Research Institute. Theory of relativity. We're up to 3,900 science per turn. What will help me the most right now? Whale fishing? Probably not. Seafood wholesalers? Probably not, though it does make the harbors at least have some value to me. Steam frigates? Ironclads? I would think the scientific method's going to be the way to go, since we now actually have some saltpeter. So I think we go for the scientific method. Military coordination would get me what? Oh, the howitzers. Right, but you need a third source of saltpeter for that. Gosh, getting enough resources for cannons is pretty difficult unless you got some allies willing to help you out. I need to find another source of saltpeter. That's what I need. If I could just find one out here somewhere, I'd be very happy with that. Let's see. We're going to have you start moving up this direction. Let's go claim some more territory. Hand that off to Paris, probably. Toledo suddenly got really cheap. What the heck? Why are you suddenly so cheap? I take it. Hi, Toledo. Okay, for some reason we didn't get all these units, though. They're just... Oh, these actually belong to Mississippi. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, hello. Also a bunch of freaking spearmen and swordsmen. Gosh, and here I thought Toledo was actually going to be good. Wrong wost I. Let's go ahead and get some food districts going first so we can start populating this area. Let's go ahead and swap you guys around. We should be getting more pops as we go. Let's go for primarily a bunch of industry and stuff. Fine, fine, fine. We'll worry about the rest after this later. Let's get some infrastructure. Are you situated by a river? Yes. So we go ahead and get some of that going. I want to get an outpost down over here so we can hand this off to Toledo. We can do that if I take some armies. Gosh, they're all mixed up because of these stupid cliffs. Right. Get down over this way here, please. We already decided we liked this area. What kind of armies you got? Oh gosh, the Mississippians have guns and Toledo have nothing. Frick. Yeah, Toledo sucks. All right, fine, whatever. It's fine, whatever. We got another city just in time with my city cap. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Who's worried? What's this? You want a non-aggression pact, Mr. Mongols. Do you have any strategics I care about? No. See, I'd be interested in currying favor with you if I thought you had any saltpeter, but you don't, which means you're probably easy pickings for me to just murder someday, and I'd rather have that freedom instead. So there you go. Oh, there was actually another territory down here I wanted to take. Oh well. What does tea do, by the way? Just percentage food on the city. I mean, more iron's nice, but not necessary. Saltpeter's the thing I'm really looking for. Horses, iron, blah, blah, blah. Makes like meh. We actually can get 2 territories over here and feed these off. Even better. Yeah, so we wanna somehow get down over here and deal with Mississippi. I think I need to upgrade these units. Oh gosh, they cost so much though. Frick. They all can upgrade to line infantry? So we can have a load of line infantry is what you're telling me. Okay. Oh good, we are now trapped over here. Because Mughals just settled and took another city over here. Okay. Okay, people are making this really gross and complicated and I don't like it. Make it stop. By the way, in Parsa, have we finished with the harbor yet? No, but we will as of next turn. Aerostar, we got a Builder Star. Yeah, that's one thing I am good at, is the building. Let's try to get a ship. It could be a cog, but I'm going to get a Man of War. Might as well have something a little bit stronger, right? Over here, we get some more science. Sure, why not? Oh my gosh, these events are in the way. I don't like the UI of some of this. That's a lot of free science. Freaking heck, dude. We just got like another turn with science. 3,000 something. So the scientific method will be done soon. We can start building up our emblematic and research districts a little bit faster. That'll be good. So what kind of units you got here? You got a Gagir. It's just a heavy cavalry unit. I don't know where the rest of your units are. Did you declare war on somebody?
Greetings,
No,
Sovereign.
not that we know of. Huh. Your units appear to have pulled back. Why? What does that tell me? Tells me I wish I had a lot more money so I could have a fully upgraded army and just go and kill him. We could get a bunch of dragoons and stuff. Wait, light cavalry become dragoons? Range units? And these guys become light infantry. If anything, these should become dragoons and these should become like heavy cav or something. It just don't make no sense, boys. It just don't make no sense. I still have elephants for a while, but at least they're competent. So, right. Until we upgrade these units, these guys might just kill me. I think we're going to have to just start spending some money, finally. And create a competent army. I know, it hurts, but I think we have to. I'm going to move you over here. These guys, I think I'm just going to end up disbanding. Why pay anything on these guys, right? How do I kill them? Disband units. Grants a population to Toledo. Actually, I didn't know you could get your population back. That's pretty good. Yeah, at least now Toledo gets a little bit more. All right, so this is a full army of line infantry. We're moving here, and I'm settling an outpost, dang it. You might attack me, and I'm a little scared of that prospect. Did you attack me? Wait, what's going on? Why are we showing the battle mode? I don't know. It just kind of brought up the battle map for no reason there. I definitely did not instigate a fight. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, let's get up over here and see if we can take this river area. I mean, there's not a lot over here. It's just horses, but it's a fair bit more rivers as well as some mountains and stuff we could feed to Paris and make Paris a little bit bigger and stronger. Seems good. Another era star. All right, we're actually progressing through this era shockingly fast. If I do get into... Actually, we're going to be able to go on to the next culture next turn. Wow, unexpected. But yeah, if I can get a bit of combat, this is an opportunity to start farming out some extra stars. There's a scientific method. Good. No one else has adopted a new culture. Usually they're several turns ahead of me, so I feel like we're doing okay here. Urban planning, police force, make garrisons a lot stronger. I mean, it's a thing. Combustion engine. I just wish I had a source of oil to make that worthwhile. I actually do need more iron in order to get the ironclad. That's good to know. Well, we're about to get that, so that's okay. Probably urban planning for the city cap, I guess. But I think it's questionable. Angel Wings. Memphis has faithfully served as the breadbasket of the empire. Has it really? All right. Well, we can educate and move toward collectivism again for more industry. That's not bad. Treat them. Gain some social progress. We're already maxed out on that. Gain bountiful. Discredit. And overproductive. If not a besieged city. All of my cities? Wow. All of my cities, we get some extra industry as long as we are not under siege. Well, I don't want to do that, though. We want to move toward collectivism, so I guess we'll just celebrate. Not that I need anything there, but whatever. Please finish up this stinking Statue of Liberty. It's taking a little bit too long. I could set up some more nature preserves if I want more influence, but do I really want more influence? Not that badly. What I want, believe it or not, is just more districts of industry and food. So I can continue to grow in power in Memphis and eventually be able to train up military units very quickly. Mbanza Congo has finished with this. We're making 93 food per turn, which is a lot. Let's go ahead and make sure we are popping people into the correct areas. Lots of industry. So, emblematic districts are actually going to be able to start producing a fair bit now. We should probably queue these up in all of my cities. Because if we do decide to abandon the French culture pretty early on, we're going to wish we had the ability to keep these districts, since they obviously continue to gain power. At least for a bit. The Inventor's Workshop will be done over here pretty soon. We are making 4,000 research per turn. Urkes, now what? Extra industry per worker? Sure. Let's get you a little bit of extra industry. You're still really behind. You don't need public fountains. I'm amazed at how little we need things like stability. We have so many luxury goods, it's really making a difference. Okay. Units are going to move around a little bit, which is great. We need to get down over here and see what's happening. So, 16 and 15's okay. I would have preferred to found, like, on the river. But in lieu of that, 17, 13, I prefer this, I guess. Yeah, these guys are preventing me from going anywhere. Let's just get onto the river and see if we can scare these guys away a little bit. How far will you push Humankind? Okay, they entered the final era. They are now Brazilian. Okay, the empire with the most fame will be declared the victor when we have reached 300 turns, when they've earned every contemporary era star, eliminated all other empires, vassalized all empires, sent a mission to Mars, or rendered the world unfit for human life. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so the other leading player in the game just reached their next culture. We're not far behind. We are still not surpassing the Zulu and Aerostars. Who's ransacking me? Hey! Freaking... Alright, we need to kill these guys. I've decided now. I hate them. I want them dead. Let's go ahead and set up a nice little outpost over here. It's in a pretty decent spot. We'll move over and get another district set up over here. And these guys are attacking me. Alright. Time to find out how good these line infantry actually are, huh? We have to hold on to our flag, of course, but I also would like to take the high ground wherever possible. Alright, so they're attacking me. They take a load of damage. Oh, yes. Okay, line infantry better than swordsmen. Unsurprising, but good to know for sure that that is how it works. So we can kill you here. Yeah, this is what we were looking for. We wanted to have units that are strong enough to start obliterating everything. So we can attack from a distance as well as attack up front? Or are you different? No, you're line infantry too. Huh. Nope, nope, we can just shoot them. Oh, heck yes. Okay, their turn. They run around, they can't kill me. I'm gonna get some arrow points in a bit here. This is good. We have shockingly good range on these units. Oh my gosh. Now we can't move and attack at the same time, unfortunately. And they can't handle any form of obstruction. But yeah, being able to do a lot of range damage is really nice. Let's go ahead and move you down here. Found him. Oh, apparently we can attack. All right, so he's attacking me and he's dead. All right, that's my Aerostar. Well, that was good. It says this is a better spot, and I guess I kind of believe it. All right, let's set up over here then. So, line infantry are that good then. If we could get an army of line infantry, now all of a sudden I'm kind of thinking we could probably take on the Zulu. Maybe. We want to kill some more units? Let me take a look at something. Hang on. No. We're not interested in adopting a new culture yet. So if I can kill 8 more units, we can get another era star. If I can finish 1 more tech, we can get another era star before I move on. If we can build to 1 more territory, which I'm currently working on, we would be able to get an era star. So yeah, advancing right now does not make sense. Now that said, the Australians, really good for industry, like 20%, super good. The Chinese, good for money. Egyptians, like, they've come back, apparently, but no. Indians, no. Japanese, tons of science. Huge amounts of science. Swedes, loads of science. Like, ridiculous numbers of science. Not to mention we get a stealth corvette. The Research Institute gets me 3 science per district. Then there's the Turks, which get food for all population in all cities, so we grow faster with more population. But then you get science per population and 300% science per adjacent research quarter. Which means on some cities, we could probably start getting like 200 or 300 science per turn with 1 district. That's how good this becomes. Americans, probably not. Though I love this lightning. Soviets, no. Brazilians are mostly good for food. Interesting. So for their final era, they decided to go hard on the food. So to me, it's whether we go for the Japanese, the Swedes, or the Turks. The Swedes are really good. I think the Turks, with our population, will be better. Public schools are just broken. And you get extra science per coal? Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. It's even better than I thought. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to end up going for the Turks. It lets me build up my population, and it lets me get just insane amounts of science. I mean, we might be able to win the game going for a scientific victory at this point. Yes. I know I can move on to the last era. So this city is idle. Let's go ahead and help with the Statue of Liberty and finish that dang thing out. News from the Brazilians. Oh, you want to trade, huh? Oh, really? I'll accept for now.
Say no.
You have no strategics? Really?
Played.
Do you really have none, or is it just because you're not doing this treaty? I have a hard time believing that you actually have none. You can't have none. There's no way you have none. All right. I do want to kill the Brazilians, but we'll worry about all that later. I think we need to end this video here. But very soon, we will have our final districts. We'll get more strategics. We are going to own this entire half of the continent. Another chunk coming down over here. We'll go kill Mississippi for extra era stars in the final era. But then it's just a matter of getting as much fame as possible. And they've got a pretty huge advantage. But I am just barely behind second place. So I don't know. We might be able to make it work. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.